Okay. So today we're going to talk about designs, and we're going to start by going into the designs applet right here on the left. And if you haven't created any yet, you won't see anything on the My Designs templates. These are all different ones that I've created. And just to make it easier for you, if you want to find an email that you've already created, you click email. If you want to find a landing page, or your landing pages pop up. Any social posts pop up here, your print. So just to make it easier to find things. So today we're really going to be talking about social posts, print, and the video. Because the email is a whole separate class, creating a landing page is a whole separate class, but we're just basically going to focus on the social and the print. And I'll throw in, there's a couple of videos you can create as well. So to start a new design, you're going to click the plus sign. And so here is where you pick what type of product you want to create. So I'm going to start actually with prints. So I'm going to click print. And if it's something that you want to use from one of your listings, if you have a listing, you can click import photos and text from the listing. I'm going to start with that first, but you don't have to have a listing.
I just got the mail. This is the only thing that was in there.
Okay. No
Seems like
problem.
something for Rosemary.
You got it. Thank you.
I'm going to put in the property address. So I have a listing at 261 Old Mill. Also for your buyer's agents out there, let's just say you don't have a listing yet or you're new. If you're going to do an open house for somebody else, with their permission, you can actually use one of their listings. Just to let you know, you can use their information will pop up for you here, but you have to have their permission to do something. All right, so here's my listing at 261 Old Mill. So I'm going to select that. Okay, if you get this little error message, usually it's because of the cookie blocker. So if you see the little eyeball here with the line, just click on it and allow the cookies. And then you should be good to go.
And if you don't have a listing for a new agent and you currently don't have information to pull from a listing, how else could you utilize this tool so that we could follow along with you?
Sure, I'll show you. I'm going to do one. I think first I'm going to show you how to do a flyer, and then I'll show you how to do something else where you don't have to have a listing. How about that? Okay.
Okay.
So whatever I use to show you this, you can use really for anything. So I think I'm going to start with, and these are all the categories of different things that you can do. So you can do something like for your app. So you could like create a postcard if you want that you want to mail out. You could do a flyer. There's all different things for buyers. So if you click on here, there's all different things that you can do. You could do a neighborhood snap, like something about the neighborhood. There's all different things you can choose. You could be the local expert, right? Without actually a Facebook post, without actually having a listing. There's things down here for the buyers, also like some neighborhood snaps. And then up top here is where you choose. Do you want to do a postcard, a Facebook post, Twitter post, LinkedIn, Instagram stories, just Instagram, a flyer, or a door hanger? And basically the only difference is the size. So some of the different outlets have more or less. Like usually Facebook has a lot. And then the ones I believe for Instagram usually have a lot too. And you can use those if you're doing it on Facebook, just that they're square. It's really just the shape. So this is something that you could do if you're a buyer's agent. If you don't have any listings, just talk about the neighborhood. Maybe I'll do this one first. I'll do a neighborhood snap. So let's pick this one. So I'm going to say use for this one. So this is going to pop up and it's going to say, picture yourself in Barton Hills. There's a DBA name. There's a picture of some random girl, right? So if you want to customize this, what you would do is for the text, you click on the text box. And then up here, this is called the typewriter. You'll click on the typewriter. And let's say I want to say, picture yourself in New City. I just picked that because I live and work here. So you make your change up here and then you click save changes at the bottom. So it sizes it out for you. Also, if you want, you can change the letter case. You can make it change the case of it. You can underline, you can bold, you could do all different things in here. You could change the font as well. There's all different fonts you could choose. You could change the size. So you do all that from this bar up here on the top. You could change the alignment if you want, add bullet points. So if you wanted to center this, you would click there. Okay, but what I like is that Keller Williams gives us the templates already, so they kind of look good. You know, you can add or delete stuff as you want. You change out your DBA name. So let me just move this up so I can click on it. So I'm going to click on this logo, and I'm going to show you guys afterwards how to set up your assets. And the branding library is where you have all your things. So I'm going to pick, I'm going to click on the logo. If I can. Why isn't it clicking? Okay, let me click on it here. Okay, here we go. I clicked on it. Now I'm going to go to my logos, and I'm going to swap it out with the one that I want. So I want to use this one. So I'm going to click this replace button, and I'm just going to move it up, move this one back, and it's all set. If I want to change the picture, you either can use a picture that you have, or if you go into images, there's a whole bunch. You could pick one that you have already of your own, either your logo or your own picture. And they really have a lot of different images for you to look at. So these are all like at home pictures. So you can go through and pick something that you like. Over here, there's lifestyle activities. So they show people doing something. I don't know, these guys are out on the boat. I'm gonna pick this one. And it sizes it for you. It puts it right in. There's also different types of neighborhoods that they show. So let's say I want to pick, I don't know. These people are on the swing at the park. That looks like fun, right? You can choose that. And there's also different house types depending on, you know, what you want to portray. So, you know, this looks very, you know, in the city somewhere, or, you know, you could pick what type of building that you like. So you don't have to go searching. There's all these really professional looking pictures already here for you to use. I want to switch out for this one. You know, you can pick what you want to use. Okay. Then as far as this goes for the area, I believe that they give you a whole bunch of snapshots. So I'm going to pick the neighborhood. I think I said New City. So I'm going to search by postal code over here. I selected right here, or you can pick the next door neighborhood name. So I'm going to type in the postal code for New City. And it should pop up. So it's pretty cool. So you actually they actually fill this out for you already. So the information's here. I would just check it in the MLS and make sure it looks right. So I want to replace this picture from Barton Hills with the one with New City. So I'm going to click on this image, and it's so easy. You replace the image, and that's it. That's all you had to do. So now I have some information here. It says, picture yourself in New City. I have a picture of somebody, you know, living room. It says that there's 85 active, 121 pending. You know, I would just, like I said, double check and make sure the numbers look good to you with the MLS. And then when you're done, the most important thing is to name it, because otherwise you will never remember later on what it is. So I'm going to call this Picture Yourself New City. So the next thing you're going to want to do is download it. So it depends on where you're going to put it. If you're going to make it a social post, you're going to want to download a JPEG. If you're going to want to print it, you're going to want to download a PDF. Okay. Actually, let me just show you one more thing. If you want to like add text, because we didn't actually add any information in here, you can add your name. So you can pick what size you want. You also, they have some cool things in here. You could put in like, check it out, just little cute things that you can put in here enjoy life every day. I mean, you could be creative. You could take, rearrange things, put things in. Let me see, anything good here? I don't know, I'm at first place, let's say. Let's say you want to add this. I just clicked on it. And somehow I put in 2, so we'll take 1 out. Actually, I put in 3. We'll take this one out. Okay, let's say you want to put this in, but it's too big. We'll make it a little smaller. So you can add things like that. Like I said, you can add your name. So I'm going to add it as body text. I'm going to put it here. Just see if that added, it didn't. Okay, here's the text block. You can see it here. This isn't the best one to show you. I'll show you on a different one because there's just too much information on this one. All right, so let's say you're done, right? You finished, and now you want to download. So this one I'm actually going to download. First, I'm going to download it as a JPEG. So this is something, if you get a JPEG, you can post it on social media. So you're going to want it to make it high the quality, and you're just going to include start download. And you'll see at the bottom here, it'll pop up. Here it is. So you have a JPEG now. So, and you could save it and give it whatever name you want. But it actually took the name that I had from before in my desktop. So you can upload that right to social media. And if you otherwise, if you want to print it, you would click download and say get PDF. You would pick which pages. So I want to do the current page. You could pick which pages if there's a range. If you're going to be printing it like something like a listing flyer or a postcard, I would do high resolution. And then I would say start download. And it should download to something where you could just open as a PDF and print it out from your computer, from your printer. Here we go.
How did you change this, the Barton Hill snapshot of the stats?
So I'll go back and show you. It was really easy, actually. All right, so let me go back. So this one before said Barton Hills, right? So what I did was I went to KWLS at the bottom here. Okay. And then I was able, it'll say listing here. It says listing, and then it says snapshots. So you click on snapshots and you type in where you want. So let's say I pick 10954 for Nanuet. So I'm going to hit search. And it actually creates it for you. But like I said, just double check the numbers in the MLS, make sure they look right. Okay, so it actually creates these different things that you can use. There's something with a map here. This one I think has like recently sold. So what I did was I clicked on this big picture here. Okay. And then I went, oh, I don't know what happened here. Okay, hang on. All right, so I click on this. This is basically an image. So I go to this image that I want to replace with, click on the replace image button right here, and it just does it for you. And that's it.
Okay.
It put it right in and sized it for me. Okay. It was pretty easy. And let's say I want to replace this picture with a picture from the listing that I selected. This is the listing that I picked, so I'm going to hit select. And then all the photos from MLS will pop up here. I'm going to click on photos. And they're not popping up. But this has been, I think, a little bit of a glitch right now with the pictures popping up. So, but normally your pictures will pop up here. But of course, now that I'm teaching the class, they're not. And that's it. So now I'm going to say done, and I'll show you how to create something else.
Eileen, we got 2 questions in the chat box.
Sure.
No.
So let me see what we got. Can you modify the fonts? Yes, you can. I'll show you how to do that. And does KW do mailings, or do we have to do our own? Yes. So what you would do is I'll show you, create a postcard, and then in campaigns, you can create the mailings. That's actually separate from the designs, but I'll show you where to get that. So let me go back. So let's try to create something else. I'm going to create a listing flyer. So I'm going to hit that button to start something new. I'm going to click print because now I'm going to do a print flyer. I'm going to import the pictures from a listing and I'm hoping that it's going to work. So I'm going to pick 23 Pine Glen. So here's my listing. Although I don't see the pictures here, so that's not good. You know what? I'm just going to pick this random person's. Let me find somebody else's. Let me pick this one. Yeah, I'm noticing for some reason the pictures aren't popping up. So I'm just going to pick this one in Hanover. Just picking it because it had pictures. Okay. So when you're in the screen, also just wanted to show you this. There's something called brand assets. This is where you could set up for yourself and things that you use all the time. So they give you a default palette, color palette, and these are the basic Keller Williams colors that Keller Williams uses in their designs. So this is great. So you don't have to go looking for that special red or the gray. But what you can do is create a new color palette, and you can pick your own colors that you want to use in your own color palette. For example, if your team has, a theme going on, you can do that. There's also special fonts. If you have a special font that you use, you can look for your own font. These are the types of files that you upload. You can drag and drop them. You can either get one from the web, where you search the web for that special font that you like and add it that way. So these are all the ones that are available. You could check with that, or you can upload one that you already have. Also the logos, I would definitely upload, just so you know, the JPEG logos have that white background. But if you upload a PNG, you may not be able to see it that great on your computer, but it has the transparent background. I also suggest keeping in here maybe a white version, in case something's a black background or a red background, you're not going to see the red or the black. So I have a couple here that you probably can't see. You can put in some smart text. So like the address, you just click on here and just make sure the address looks good. So it can autofill for you when you need it. You could just copy it over and use it. It makes it much easier. Any images that you want to use, if you have a house that you use, a logo, your headshot, you can upload everything right here into images. So when you're doing your design, you don't have to go searching on your computer. There's also something called Elements, which is kind of cute. You could do like emojis or little stickers or objects or something like that, little icons that you'd like to use in your designing. You can even upload some videos that you use all the time. If you made something, I don't know, like something about your app or something that you would use all the time, and any files that you want. Okay, so now we were in templates, and I am going to pick for a listing. I'm going to pick a for sale, and I'm going to pick a flyer. So these are all the flyers. So if you do get a listing, or even if you're doing an open house, sorry about the phone ringing in the background. Even if you're doing an open house, you might want to prepare a listing flyer and put your information on instead of the listing agents. As like I said, again, with permission. So let's just say I choose this one. I'm going to click use. And down here is where you can make it look a little bigger. So I'm going to put it to 100% just so we could see it. So even where it says for sale, if you want to edit this, all you do is click on the text box, click on the typewriter, and you can change the wording. So I'm going to change this to open house, let's say. And then I know somebody asked about the font. So yes, this is where you can choose your font. So let's say I want to pick this one. The font changes. So you can go through and choose. So now it's a little too big. I'm going to make the size a little smaller. And now it fits perfectly. Okay. And you can move it around. And these are cute too. And all you have to do to edit these is just double click and then click on your typewriter and just change the number of bedrooms. So I'm going to say this one has 4 bedrooms. You know, when you go through how many baths. And what I like is that everything's aligned already. All you're doing is changing the numbers. You know, so you know it will look good, the square footage. Let's say the picture here. Now I'm hoping this will work. I'll click on the main image and then I'll go to KWLS. And yeah, I don't know, the listing didn't pop up. So I'm going to type in my other one now, 23 Pine Glen. Yeah, I think something's going on here with the pictures and the listings. That one didn't show up. Let me try this one. I don't know why, but my listings are not showing up. This is interesting. All right, so I'm just going to pick this one. Yeah, the photo, there's a glitch today. I'm sorry, guys, but normally the pictures would show up right here and all you'd have to do is put them right in. So I'm just going to go to this image thing here and look for any that I might have. You could pick them from your hard drive if you want. So let's say I have one on my hard drive. So I have the picture on my hard drive. I'll just pick this one. So now the picture should be in here. Here it is. So again, I'm going to click on the one I want to replace, click on the one that I like, and it sizes it perfectly to the spot. Now I'm going to pick another picture. And I'm pulling it from my hard drive. Like I said, you should just be able to pick it through command, but it's not working today. So I'm going to replace that one. And it, like I said, it sizes it perfectly, so you don't have much to do. I'm going to change the price. And just remember to hit save at the bottom. And it changes it right there. I think I have somebody in the room now. I'm going to change the address. I may want to make this a little bigger so I can change the font. You also can change the color as well. So you click on this here where it says fill color. And these are the template colors that they give you, but you also can choose another color. So let's say I want to pick, I don't know, something in the greens. I don't know. You click apply and now it's green. And what I just learned this morning, which is very cool, is let's say I would like to change the color to the color of the sky, right? If you click on this fill color, there's a little eyedropper here. You click on the dropper and then you click on the color that you want. So I'm going to click on this bush right here. Actually, the sky. I'm going to click on the blue of the sky. And it shows up right here in recently used colors. You click on that and it's hard to tell, but it changes to this color. So it's good if you have a logo or something that you want to match. You can pick a color from the house. And that's how you would change the color. You can go back in here. You can do it again. I'll pick the green, just be easier to see. And here's the color right there. I'm picking a recent color and now it changed to that green color. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll make it a little bigger. All right. So if you're trying to do something and you want it to match, you don't have to worry about looking up the code or anything. Here would be all the wording, you know, the text that you would have. So you would click again on the typewriter and you would change, you know, what's in here. You can get the information. If you click on KWLS and listing details, you can see all the information over here so that you can just, you know, copy and paste it over and actually replace, I think. Let me try. So let's say I pick single family detached. Yeah, it didn't actually add it in, but you could just copy and paste this over and put it right in. Okay. Oh, here it is. I did add it. You would again change your logo name. So I'm going to go into logos and I'm going to swap this one out by just clicking on the replace button. Just move it up a little. Over here, you would change your picture, obviously. So you would go to images and then my assets, if you had previously uploaded it and replaced your headshot in there. Change your name and all this stuff. So what I would do, so let's just say this was all done. I would give it a name. And I would say done and save. And just be aware that I feel like the save and don't save buttons are reversed. So I have actually hit don't save when I meant to hit save. So just watch that. All right, so let's just say you do an open house this weekend for somebody, but then next weekend you have another open house. Instead of going through and personalizing everything, what I would do is click on these 3 dots and say make a copy. So now what you do is you have a copy. So now you can go in and rename this, and I'll call this a different property. I'll just say new open house. So when you come in to this one, now all you'll have to do is change that particular listing's information, but all your personal information should be in there already, just to save you some time. So you can kind of keep it as like a template for yourself, where all you'll be changing really is this and this, but you can keep all your personal information set up already, just to save you time. Okay. The next thing I want to show you to do is a postcard. I know Linda had asked about that. So I'll show you quickly how to do the postcard, and then we'll do a social post. So I'm going to start again new. And I'm going to go to print again for this one and import photos and text from a listing. But although today they're not exactly working, let me find another listing that we have. Let me think. Yeah, this is ours too. I'm going to pick this one. But again, I don't think there's any pictures in there. And I am going to go to, let's say I want to send out a postcard about home value. Okay. You could ask somebody, what's your home worth, right? So I'm going to pick this one. So for a postcard, there's a front and a back. So just make sure that when you're doing it, you design both sides. Okay. So I'm going to work first on the front. You know, you'll change your pictures. Let's see, I'll find a new picture here. I'm going to go with neighborhood. I'm just picking kids at the bus stop here. I don't know. I just picked this one. So you change all this. Then you're going to click down here. I don't know if you can see, it has page 1 and page 2. You're going to go to the back. And here is where you're going to personalize your face, you know, your headshot, I should say. So I'm just going to click, put in a new headshot. You change the text. You fix your name and everything in here. And this box you're going to want to leave open because this is where they're going to put the address. So you don't want to put anything in this white area here. So let's just say you were done designing this. You would say done. Actually, I'm going to wait because I want to download. Let me just show you how to download. So you're going to first download this, and being that you're going to be downloading it as a printable, you're going to want to do get PDF, and you're going to want to do all pages because there's 2 pages, high resolution print, and I believe you want to do use manual bleed. This way it prints to the edge of your postcard. Okay. And then you're going to click start download. And it'll be downloaded. Okay. So it's right here, the PDF. So now if you want to have, so it's up to you. You can have another company order your postcards if you're already using somebody, but if you want to do it right in command, you can. I'll show you very quickly because this is like a whole other topic, but if you go into campaigns over here on the left, You're going to go to create a new campaign, and it's a little confusing because there's different types of campaigns. There's a paid ad, there's an email campaign, a direct mail, and a social post. And you guys, for a postcard, it's going to be a direct mail. So you're going to create a new campaign, and it's going to be direct mail. So you put in a campaign, just put a name in for it. And you could say, this is really just for you, whatever you're doing this for. So I'm just going to say other. And you can either use a default template, which you can actually design it right through here, which is a lot easier, or upload your custom template. So since we just designed it, I'm going to pick upload a custom template and set up campaign. So now it's going to ask you to select your files and pick the front and the back. So I'm going to click Browse Files. And what I just realized is I downloaded both pictures together. So I think they might show up together. I may have had to download each image one at a time. Let me just see how it comes out.
It said the file size was too big.
Yeah, you know what? Because it did the front and the back. I think I needed to do the front and then the back. So let me go back. I didn't think of that. So it's this postcard. So I am going to hit download again. And now I'm just going to do one at a time. So I'm going to pick PDF. I'm going to do high resolution print, use manual bleed, and I'm going to say just current page and start download. And then I'm going to go to the second page and do the same thing. Oops. So now I'm going to say current page again, start download. All right, so now hopefully this will work. Okay, so let me go back into campaigns, because that's where we're actually going to order the postcards. Okay, so let me go back to campaigns. Direct mail. Create a new campaign, and this one's going to be direct mail because we're going to be mailing it. Test. I'm just going to say other, and I'm picking an upload a custom template that I did already and set up campaign. So I'm going to pick the front of the postcard now again. So hopefully I picked the right one, but I'm going to say this one. Yeah, I'd have to make the, I guess maybe I can't do such a high resolution one. Let me try something else. That never happened to me before. That's weird. Let me try it again. Let me try doing just regular quality. Which really, it should really work with the high resolution. I don't know why it's not, but. Try it again. It could just be glitchy today.
I think also when you're putting it in high resolution, it makes the size bigger. That's probably why
it does, but it really should be, you should be able to use a high resolution, I would think, right? With the program, but yeah, I don't know. All right, so we will go back to campaigns again. Okay, my daughter just told me who's a graphic designer, just so you know. She's listening to my conversation. High resolution photos don't load fast enough on the web, which is why web photos are recommended. I don't know. All right.
Yeah, I think it's because of the sizing issue.
Yeah, but you would think that it would be able to use one, but that's okay.
You would hope
Or
so,
maybe a
right?
JPEG would be better. I don't know. I'll have to find out what they recommend. I haven't actually done a mailing yet, so I haven't, done it yet, but I've done the class before and I have done the high resolution ones. So again, we're going to create a new campaign, direct mail. All right, upload a custom template. Try it again. Okay, so this is here now. It looks good. Now I'm going to do the back. Got the back. And it's 4x6. I'm going to continue. So you would pick the size here is 4x6, right? And the back is here as well. You would put the information for the market center. You'd upload this market center name, the address, all that, because that will be on the return address up here. You pick the targeting of who do you want to target. So either do you want to pick who you want to target? You can pick, let's say the street address is 10 Esquire. So you're going to target around this area. So let's say that's where your listing is. And then this is the budget. So you could put how many cards do you want? So for first class, it includes printing and mailing your postcards is 59 cents each. So you could say your budget is $50, let's say. That's what you want to spend on your mailing for this particular listing, right? So I'm just putting 50. That's my budget, right? So it'll tell you, oh, I'm sorry, that was for 50 postcards. So then the cost would be $29.50, okay? Let's say I want to do 75 postcards. The estimate for cost would be $44.25. So it gives you an idea before you place your order. So I'm gonna hit save, but it may not let me go to the next step without figuring, yeah, I didn't fill this out yet. All right, I was trying to avoid that. Okay, now we can move along to go to targeting. So I want to create a campaign. So now it connects you to real mailers where you can pick out. So I decided I wanted to send it to 75 homes, right? So you can pick, do you want only single family homes? Do you want to send it to a multifamily? It depends what you're targeting. If you have a condo, you probably do want to do multifamily. Do you want to target people with how many bedrooms? So you can pick. You want to target people whose homes have between 2 and 6 bedrooms, what the square footage is. Do you want to target people that have, I don't know, less than 3,000 square feet, what year it was built, when it was last sold, when it was last sold for. I would suggest sending a copy to the company address. It'll be addressed, to the office so that you can see what it looks like. It'll just add one on, or you can go through and you actually can pick and do a radius around the homes that you want. So if let's say I pick this house here, 14 Eleanor, oh, I don't want to send it to them. You can remove it. You can go through, really cherry pick, who do you want to send it to? Okay, you can go through here and add who you want. I'm going to say next. And then there's a summary and payment, and you make your payment. And that includes, like I said, the printing and the delivery. So that's pretty cool that you could do it all right here within Command. I haven't actually done them yet, but I've heard people have done them, and it just makes it easy. And we should get a preview here in a couple of minutes to see how it looks. I hope I didn't lose anybody yet. Next, I'm going to show you how to do a social post and then the video, and they shouldn't take as long. We should be done by 2 o'clock. All right, the preview's taking a little bit of time here, but it will show you what it will look like. Okay. All right, so let's go back to designs. And I'm going to show you how to do a social post. So we saw those really cute Halloween designs that they have. So I'm going to click plus, and I'm going to do social. So there's, like I said, there's different categories. You could advertise your app. There's all different categories under listings. Under buyers, there's like a little neighborhood snap that you could create with the information that we talked about before, where you put that little images of the local areas. There's lead generation. If you just want to put it on here, you know, what's your home value, contact me kind of thing. There's some little things about starting your home search on your website. There's holiday greetings, you know, different cute little images that you could just post, you know, for the different holidays. If you got a great client testimonial, you know, you could put information on that up. There's event invitations if you're doing something with your customers, a little client love. Like I said, the only difference up here is really just the size. So for Facebook and Instagram, the shape is different. You know, you could do it for a postcard. They have a bifold, thank you cards. You even get these printed if you wanted. I love KW, just little cute things that you can use. You can even make your own email signature in here if you wanted. Do a little social branding. So it's up to you. Maybe I'll do something about the app. I'll do that. How about that? So let me find one. Let's say I want to use this one. I don't know, just picking it. Oh, I don't know why this didn't pull in. Hang on. This is weird. I'll pick a different one, that one. I don't know what was going on there. I'm going to do open house. Just do that one. Okay. So let's say you want to do a Facebook post. So you just pick one of these that are ready, like I said, set up for you. I'm going to pick this one. Let's hope it works. Okay. So you'll do it just like you did the other ones. You know, you'll click on the logo and then you'll go into your logos that you already set up and replace and put in our logo for whichever office you're in. You would change the date. So I'm going to say Sunday, October 25th, making up a date, 2 to 4 p.m. Save the changes at the bottom, you know, go through, change all this information, change your image. Let me just try another one, see if it comes up. I don't know. Let me say by listing agent. Yeah, I don't know. It's not pulling up. None of these have pictures, which let me pick this. Let's see that. Yeah, okay. So this one pulled up the pictures. There's something definitely going on. But let's say I wanted to pick this image as my cover photo. I would just replace the image. Not the nicest house, actually, but you get the point. So let's just say I was done. I would download it as a JPEG and start my download. And then you can go either right to Facebook, or if you want, you actually can schedule this. I didn't think of that. We can actually schedule this right through a command. So I'll show you how to do that. If you go back into campaigns, they have something called social posts, and it's free. So it doesn't cost you anything. We'll go into social posts. And we're going to create a new campaign, social post. And you could put whatever your text in, you know, visit my open house 2 to 4 p.m. And then you can choose from designs, what we just did. So we're going to browse the design library. And this is the one we just created. So you click on that. And you get a choice. Do you want the logo on the left or the logo on the right? That's the big choice here. And it was not ready to use. Okay, let me pick another one. I'll pick this one that we did before. So you have a choice. Either you want to schedule the post. So this one came out square, which is fine. You can either pick when you want to publish this. Let's say I want this to come out Friday, right? Friday afternoon, because I have the open house on Sunday. So that's usually a good time. So I'm going to say Friday at 4. I want this to be posted to my business page. Okay. So I have it scheduled for Friday at 4. And or you could just publish it immediately, and you can pick which of your business pages you want it posted to. And you can see a preview right here. This is what it's going to look like. And you can just save it as a draft if you don't want to do it right away, or schedule the post. And that's all you have to do. If you want to share it to other community pages, you can just have it posted to your page first, and then you could share it out from there. But you can't post directly to the other pages from here. And if you want, you could also upload a video to this if you want. If you have like a home tour, you can add that. You can either upload the video or use a video URL that your photographer may have given you, or from YouTube or whatever. And you also can add a link. So let's say I want to send them to my website. You can add the link as well. Oh, I don't know why is that invalid. Okay. Here it is. Oh, pick the office one. Let's see if that works. Okay. So I picked the office website for some reason, but that's basically how you do it. And I'm just going to save this one as a draft. And that's all you have to do. The last thing that I wanted to show you is there are these really cute little videos that you can create. They take like 2 minutes, and it looks like you really tried hard and did something really great. So again, I'm going to hit the plus sign, and I'm going to pick video and say next. So what this is you could choose a neighborhood that you want to work with. So again, I'm just going to say New City. Or I'm going to say Clarkstown, actually, just because it's a broader area. And then, so there's a few new, this is the problem. It goes by the Nextdoor app, so it may not get all the information. So I pick Clarkstown. And what I like to do is, I'll show you, I like to go to the MLS. I don't know, are you guys all in HCAR? Because in HCAR, you can actually pull the statistics to make sure you're giving out accurate information. And I'll show you how to get that. Okay. So if you're in Matrix, if you go to Market Reports, there's something called Info Sparks. If you click on that, you can actually type in the area you want to search. So I'm going to put in Clarkstown, New York. So I'm picking the city town. Okay, pick this city town for Clarkstown. Try that again. So then you're going to get the information for Clarkstown. So for instance, the average sales price here, it tells you over here for the entire MLS and then for Clarkstown. So for the average sales price is $468,524. And as you can see here, it's been going up. So I'm just going to copy the average sales price, and I'm going to go back to what I was doing. And it's saying the average home price here is $550, which may be a little high. So I'm going to put in the information from the MLS, Average home prices are on the rise. You could pick on the rise, on the decline, holding steady. Average price per square foot. Again, I like to use the MLS information. So you can find that. Where am I going to find that? Price per square foot. It tells you right here, it's $230 and it's on the rise. So I'm going to fill that in. It's close. This said 244. It's very close. Okay. And it says it's on the rise. Number of homes for sale. See, I'm sure there's more than 17 homes for sale in Clarkstown. So I'm just going to use the information from InfoSparks. Homes for sale. And it tells me in Clarkstown there's 247 and it's on the decline, meaning that there's less homes for sale. So I'll fill that in. Average days on market. And just pick the average here and it's 72. Yeah, maybe I should have made sure because it's confusing because they have median and they have average. So just make sure when you're doing it, you click on average here. So I'm going to pick 72. And then it just says that the top 3 features of New City are activism, intro to gardening, or luxury culture, but you actually can pick if you think it's something else. Your agent information should be here. Just make sure it looks right. Your market center information should be here. You click next, and then you get this cute little video, and I'll show you how it looks. You could post this right to Facebook. You can email it out to your clients, to any, people that may be interested. So, and this is what it looks like.
A lot of the agents are telling me how much they love this part of design.
And then when you're done, you just hit save. And you saved it over here in your video section. So it's right here. And I can either use in a social post. So I could say use in a campaign. I can download it, share right to social, and it'll take you right to your Facebook page, I think. Or I'll put it right here again, right? So you could say, put the text, see what's happening in Clarkstown. Whatever you want to say. It already put the video there for you. Do you want to schedule it or publish immediately? And that's it. And you just put it right on Facebook and that's it. It's easy as that. And it looks like you put a lot of work into it. All right. So I think we're done actually with most of what I wanted to cover. Do you guys have any questions? I know we covered a lot and we did not even go over a lot of what's there. Oh, you're welcome, Muriel. No problem. Bye-bye. Does anybody else have any questions?
I had a question. Is the video only isolated to just for Facebook, posting on Facebook?
No, I think you can put it like on Instagram or, yeah.
I know
think you
some
can
things
put it
are
anywhere you
formatted
want.
differently.
You know what? I haven't tried actually, but if you let me see if I click, go back here. Let me go back to designs. I think you can put it anywhere. You can even email it out if you want, video. Share on social, okay. And then I wonder if it gives me a choice here. I mean, the
It's on
worst
the
thing is you
bottom.
download it and then upload it again.
Okay, yeah, I saw on the bottom it only showed Facebook, but I didn't know if that was the only one you had connected to the.
You know what? I think that is the only one we have connected.
Okay, so that might, okay.
Yeah, that is actually the only one we have connected because we don't really use Instagram that much, but we should be.
Gotcha.
But if you also could upload it to like YouTube and use the YouTube link if you want. Because if you download it, upload to YouTube, you could use the link and then you could post it that way or email it out. if you don't want to email out the file.
Can you can you show me again on the MLS where you got all the stats for stuff? Because I saw like the middle part of it. Not
Yep, no problem. All right, so we're gonna go back to the MLS. Okay, so we're in the MLS, and then if you go to market reports,
market reports. Okay.
and then info sparks. And then when you, at the top of the page here, you pick an area. So let's say I wanted to do Middletown.
Okay.
So you would pick like, do you want the city, the town, you know, how you, what are you doing it by? So I said city, town, and I'm going to pick that. So then it's going to give me the information, but you just have to be careful down here. So let's say I want the sales price. Make sure you click the average because that's what you're putting out, because average to median, and it'll tell you right here what the entire MLS has and then what's going on in Middletown. Okay.
Gotcha. All right. That's what
And you can see here it's on the rise, you know, price per square foot. Again, just pick average
cool.
and you get the price per square foot.
I didn't even know about that, but the MLS, that's good to know.
Yeah, I didn't even know. One of the agents showed me a couple of months ago. I was like, oh, because when you use Nextdoor, it gets a little funky because it's not actually that city or town or that zip. It's just going by your neighborhood. So like I live in New City. There's North New City North. I live in Christie Airport Estates. There's, you know, there's just so many different areas that it could be. It's hard to consolidate. But if you do it this way through the MLS, you get the information directly from them.
Gotcha.
And I feel more confident sending it out. Okay. Anybody else with a question? You guys are all going to go out there and create stuff today?
I'm going to show some agents how to create some stuff.
Oh,
So-
good. I like that. Let's work for me.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
I
thank you for
definitely-
joining. I know it was a lot. So if you have any questions, just let me know. You know, give it a try and, you know, see where you go. There's just so much that you can do. It's a little overwhelming, to be honest. But
Did
just
have
start
one-
small.
Did I have one semi-unrelated question regarding to this, and I think I asked you before.
Sure.
For the agents, a lot of the new agents, as I'm showing them the basics, I do show them basics of design, basics of other stuff, but I like to refer to your classes a lot when I get the chance. You said you're not 100% sure what classes you're going to teach ahead of schedule, right? Like I know you said you plan your stuff ahead of time.
Yeah, like for the month, I try to include at least one basic class. Like this would be considered a basic designs class for each
Mhm.
applet, and then also try and put in some of the new stuff. So I usually set the schedule, you know, beginning of the month on the calendar. But then the problem is as things change and meetings arrive, I end up switching stuff around sometimes. Or something new comes out, I end up having to bump something to put the new thing in so people know about it. But I do try my best.
Okay.
And there's always the videos in on the
YouTube.
YouTube channel. Yeah. And then
Okay.
also, you know, Marty Miller is great. A good place to go to that I like, that I think is really good is answers.kw.com. And they've been really good about updating things. Like if you want to know how to do something specific, like let's say I want to learn how to do a postcard. And what I like, there's like pictures, let me see, that show you like what to do. Because not everybody's a video person. I know there's a lot of people who don't really respond well to videos, watching a video after the fact. Does this work? Here we go. Okay. So it'll bring you, create a direct mail postcard campaign using a custom design. So that's just kind of what we just went over. But right here, it'll give you the step-by-step instructions with pictures, how to do it. So I think this is really good.
Cool. I'll make a note of that. Thank you.
Yeah. This is a really good page because, you know, it gives them the pictures and they can follow it step by step. You know, also Scott Leroy has their training. I sent out the training yesterday. You know, they have live training every week as well, and they have the videos. So it's almost like too many resources to learn from.
I tried accessing their live training at one point, but they seem to be having technical issues last time I
Who,
checked.
Scott Leroy?
Yeah, a lot of people
They-
couldn't talk or
They
hear anything.
sent out an email yesterday. They're switching back to Zoom. I think whatever platform they were using was kicking people out. So they said starting today, they're going back to Zoom.
Gotcha.
So it should be working a little better. Yeah, I actually end up watching their recordings.
Well, I
Okay.
appreciate it, Eileen, a lot.
Oh, no problem. Glad that you guys attended. I hope everybody went away with at least one thing that they can do. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.